Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. The New York Giants, they are insane. We're going to break it down on today's show as I believe they just made another major mistake. Wonder if they'll change it. Maybe. But if you want the Giants to go out and fire Shane Bowen, move on from the defensive coordinator that cost you a win in Week 2 versus the Cowboys and cost you a win yesterday against the Broncos, hit that thumbs up icon right now. You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for clicking on today's video number 2 of the day. That is why you subscribe. Thank you for 93,000 subscribers. All right, somewhat breaking news here. Brian Daboll met with the media on Tuesday. Press conference just ended, and he said he's going to continue to roll with Shane Bowen as the defensive coordinator of this football team. Jordan Renan of ESPN, Giants Insider, tweeting out, Brian Daboll said he's not considering any major changes to his coaching staff. DC Shane Bowen remains in charge of the defense. Everyone has to do a better job. And quote, it starts with me, Daboll said. This is upsetting. This is frustrating. It's insulting to the New York Giants fan base. It's insulting to the great players that once played to the New York Giants. And it is a slap in the face to everybody that bleeds Giants blue. Because everybody that does knows that Shane Bowen is not the answer to fix the Giants' problems, which is consistently giving up game-winning drives in improbable situations. Shane Bowen, I'll say this, Brian Daboll, you are smarter than this. You know he's the problem, and you know your job is on the line, and you're potentially going down with Shane Bowen. Come on, my man. What are you doing? You've already lost 2 games this year in the exact same way because of Shane Bowen. Look what happened in Week 2. 14 seconds left. 2nd and 10. 37-34. DB. 10-yard off. DB. 10 yards off. Soft coverage. And you lost the game. But don't worry. Shane Bowen let everybody know after he caused the Giants to lose the game against the Dallas Cowboys, he wished the coverage was tighter on the final drive of regulation. Always goes back and forth, second-guessing a call when it doesn't work. Says he's accountable and told the guys he wishes he had a different call for them. So I would 100% assume that Shane Bowen, if he got in this situation again, would run a different play call, right? He absolutely would do it. He told us he would. He said he wished he played tighter coverage. So what did he do? DB lines 10 yards off. DB lines 10 yards off. And you're never going to believe what happened. The Giants lose. So you lied to all of us. Or you're just an actual idiot. So which one is it? Are you a liar or are you an idiot? I think you're actually more of an idiot and a terrible defensive coordinator. You are legitimately you are 4-3 this year as a football team if you had the 31st best defensive coordinator in the NFL. But you have the 32nd best defensive coordinator, so you are 2-5. You would be in the thick of the playoff race. You would be near the top of the NFC East. But Shane Bowen is still employed by this team. So you're not. You gave up 20 points in the fourth quarter versus Dallas. You gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter versus the Denver Broncos. He doesn't put his team in position to win when it is needed most. Think about it like this, boys and girls. On that play, on that final drive, where Bo Nix finds Marvin Mims or whoever it was, Abdul Carter was watching from the side. Dexter Lawrence was watching from the side. He wasn't tired. The offense was just on the field for over 10 minutes of real life time. So why were your best players not on the field? You rushed 3 after you said 5 weeks earlier, I wish we played tighter coverage. You didn't play tighter coverage, and you actually rushed 1 less man. And that was Roy Robertson Harris with Dexter Lawrence watching from the side. You are a joke, Shane Bowen. It's one thing to not put your team in position to win. It's one thing to have a shitty identity as a defensive coordinator and be a shitty defensive coordinator. But your players don't respect you. And it's become obvious at this point. I just quote tweeted something on Twitter. Sights and sounds from the from the win against the Eagles. Every time the Giants defense is getting hype on the side and Shane Bowen walks into the picture, everyone ignores him. Everyone turns their back to him. They don't like Shane Bowen, and Brian Burns let you know. He was pissed after the game and said while walking to the locker room, I hate when blank makes us lose doing that stupid ass shit. Dropping 8. Wonder what that's about. Maybe with 33 seconds left, you dropped 8 people into coverage. Maybe that's why. And it was all but confirmed when he spoke to the media, Dan Duggan in The Athletic, saying Burns was asked if the defense was aggressive enough in that spot. And Burns said, I don't know about all that. We were rushing 3. We dropped 8. Your best player, your captain, the heartbeat of your defense is publicly calling out the defensive coordinator. It's one thing to be a bad play caller. It's one thing to make a bad play call. It's okay to make one mistake that causes your team to lose a game. But when you make 2 mistakes and you just are who you are and you've lost the locker room, that's a completely different level of needing to lose your job. You don't put the players in position to be successful, and the players don't respect you as a coach. And Brian Daboll didn't fire him. Unserious. The New York Giants are unserious. They're not committing. They are not committed to do whatever it takes to win games. Because you employ Shane Bowen, and he lost you the game in week 2, and he lost you the game in week 7. Unbelievable. I got a couple more thoughts coming up in a second, but I do want to say thank you to every single person that has subscribed to this channel. We crossed over 93,000 subscribers yesterday. We are that much closer to our goal of 100K. If you want free videos every day, multiple videos every day, hit that sub button and lock us in. Make sure you do have your franchise quarterback jersey because I think that's what we could start calling Jackson Dart, a franchise quarterback. Get it today, chatsports.com/dart. That's chatsports.com/dart. Want to bring on my guy, producer of the show, Andrew Connell, crushing it as always. Look, I think it's hard for the Giants to go out and fire Shane Bowen today, considering he is the second coordinator that Brian Daboll has employed. But if you are actually committed to Jackson Dart and Brian Daboll being the future, you would do what is needed. And maybe you feel different. Totally okay if you do. Voice your thoughts. It's a slap in the face to us today that Shane Bowen still has a job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they expected going back to last offseason when your owner publicly calls out the defense
Totally forgot
for
about that.
Just like basically being terrible. He's like, I'm tired of watching people march up and down the field on our defense every single game. Like, I can't hang my hat on one thing the Giants defense did well last year. I guess they were high in the sack numbers early in the year, and then they weren't because they fell behind every single game, so teams just ran the ball on them the entire second half. But like, if that's how you feel about him, I don't know how you can have confidence in him coming into the season. And they shouldn't, based on the way the results have gone with the defense in clutch situations. They're always back-breaking, clutch, gotta-have-it situations where the defense lets you down.
And I think the most frustrating part is the best players are watching. Like, they're not in the game. Abdul Carter's watching from the side. Dexter Lawrence is watching from the side. Dexter Lawrence is having his worst year in the National Football League this year. I'm sorry. I'm putting that on Shane Bowen. You telling me Shane Bowen can't scheme up one sack for Abdul Carter? He can't scheme up one sack for Dexter Lawrence? What does Shane Bowen do well?
I don't know. I think I think anytime there's a good play, and I admit it, I guess I'm thinking back on the video we did after the Eagles, they had a few stunts, but like most of the time it's like, okay, wow, like what a play by Burns. Not like, oh man, like the Giants defense really confused the quarterback there and like he threw a pick or like something like that. It's all like player driven. All the success on defense is player driven, and listen, the players could have been better yesterday as well.
Yes, they deserve blame as well.
But like there's a lot of scheme issues that came up, especially in those situations with the way they're playing.
Think about the 2-point conversions yesterday the Broncos got. Easy.
Yeah.
No threat by the New York Giants.
Yeah.
All the back-breaking third down conversions that they had. It just seems like in every critical spot ever needed by the Giants defense, they never come through.
Yeah, I mean, he just folds in the most important moments. They were great up until the first 3 quarters of the game. And then it's always like, and this is something we reference and I feel like is common in all sports, like you have to play to win and not to not lose.
He plays to back into
wins.
wins.
As soon as like you get to like, okay, we need to just like slow them, make them grind the clock, I think they changed the way they were playing defense, and that's when the Broncos picked it up. They couldn't figure it out for the first 3 quarters.
You're 100% right. The Giants are a team that has built their history of defense being fast, physical, and aggressive. Has anyone ever used those words to describe a Shane Bowen-led defense? Fast, physical, aggressive.
No, it's like the bend don't break philosophy.
But they broke. Yeah, they break all the time. Yeah, they get bent and they break.
Like when you're not aggressive and then you can't play the bend don't break, like what do you do? I think like if you think about baseball, it's like you always got to like make them make the play, like send the runner, make them make the throw home, and like make them not like make them make the right play instead of just like letting them have it and like conceding. And
it's like he almost hopes the other team just makes a mistake. Never goes and forces them to go and make the mistake.
Yeah, and I don't think like I don't have the stats on this, but like the turnover, it feels like they don't. I don't think they
don't create turnovers.
No turnovers yesterday. Like they never force turnovers. It's hard to win football games that way without forcing any turnovers. And like the Giants have been good on offense, and they haven't lost a turnover battle except for that one game or whatever. But if you're not forcing any, it puts a lot of pressure on the offense to not have any as well. No margin for error.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Is it all Shane Bowen's fault? No. But there's a common denominator in 2 losses now.
Yeah.
We've only played 7 games. Mm-hmm. That's 2 out of 7 games, I think, are solely on the shoulders of the defense, and specifically the person that is calling the defense. You rush 3 against Bo Nix, and you just let him sit in the pocket and throw a Hail Mary down the sideline, and they catch it.
Pick you apart. I mean, like what? Why would you? I don't know. It's just like that was the one thing that couldn't happen is they get a play for that big chunk play leading up to that field goal. That was the one thing you couldn't happen. Keep it in front of you, and like it seems like I hate when there's that zone and you have guys in all the wrong spots, and then they just throw it right in between where the guys are, and like coverage could have been better, but
100% agree. The players needed to be better in the fourth quarter yesterday, but they also didn't get the instruction and the play call and the scheme, and they didn't get the right script.
Yeah, I'm now remembering the lack of Dexter Lawrence being on the field. I think Carter not on the field either. Like that makes no sense to me. Like why would you not have all of your best pass rushers there? There's zero chance they're going to run the ball. I think you said Roy Robertson Harris is on the field. He's a run defender. Why is he on the field with 30 seconds left and they need a field goal? Just makes no sense. Like it almost seems like he's got like a sheet of like who's going to play what play, and he can't go off of it based on the way the situation goes. We're going to give this person this many snaps. We're going to give someone else another amount of snaps. And on play 53, Harris is going to be out there, and it's okay. Play 53 is actually like a really important play in the game. Maybe we should have Dexter Lawrence in instead of Roy Robertson Harris.
I don't know. I don't know, man. When you could just sit down Dexter Lawrence and sit down Abdul Carter, when you're already down Paulson Adebo, you're already down Jevon Holland, you're already down Micah McFadden.
Got to do it.
You just got to play them. You got to play the guys that make the least amount of money and aren't franchise players. That makes a lot of sense. You know what the worst part is? They're gonna lose another game like this.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna go away?
We talked about it. It's like statistically the odds. They've done this 2 out of the first 7 games. They're going to do it probably 2 more times with 10 games left in the season or whatever, 9 or 10 games left in the season. So
if you continue to employ Shane Bowen, you'll continue to have a Shane Bowen defense. And a Shane Bowen defense collapses late in games, 20 points to Dallas Cowboys, 33 to the Denver Broncos yesterday in the fourth quarter, both giving up improbable game-losing drives on defense. It's going to happen again. It's what he believes is the right thing. I guarantee if you ask him if you thought you played the right defense there, he would say yes.
That's what he wants to say.
And I don't even believe him when he said that he wishes he played tighter coverage in week 2. You know why? Because he didn't do it the next time he had a chance. Exactly. So he wholeheartedly believes in what he is doing, and it's the right thing, which means he's going to do it over and over and over again. And prevent defense prevents you from winning.
Yep. The actions speak louder than the words, and what he did speaks louder than what he said. And the blueprint is out there now to beat the Giants in a close game late. They're going to play off coverage, throw it over the middle of the field. It'll be wide open. You can pick up 30 yards easily, set your kicker up. Every kicker who can hit a 60-yard field goal, set them up.
There was a play that I had screenshotted on Twitter. It was like first and goal for the Broncos, and they run that little quick slant from the right side where they get down to the 1-yard line. They eventually punch it in. Cordell Flott is guarding him, and his heels are in the end zone. We're playing 10 yards off in the red zone from the 10-yard and in, and a goal-to-go situation. You're asking your defense to play left-handed and win football games. And what sucks is you have the 5th most expensive defense. You have a rookie quarterback. You have a rookie running back. You are on your backup center. You are on your wide receiver 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're down 5 starters from your week 1 offense. And they put up 32 points against the best defense in the National Football League, and you lost.
Yeah, the defense should be picking up the offense with the way this roster is constructed. And I think if you asked before the season if the Giants scored more than 21 in a game, they'd probably feel good about their chances of winning. I think if you asked before the Denver game if they scored more than that, you'd feel good about their chances of winning.
Gimmicky, flag-induced, whatever. Jackson Dart leads a game-winning drive, punches it in, gives your team a win with 33 seconds left. And it took 2 plays. It took 2 plays for the Denver Broncos to get into field goal range.
Yep.
If you don't fix it, it'll continue to bite you in the butt. They didn't fix it. Shane Bowen's still employed. You'll lose another game like this.
Yep, just waiting for.
And then they'll fire him.
Yeah. Oh. Maybe like we should have made a change after the first 2 times. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. Then maybe Joe Shane will realize.
When you're one more X away from doing something, just go and do it. Because you are one more bad game, one more game-losing sequence away from firing Shane Bowen. I would hope. So just do it now.
Well, I think we thought that before this game. I think we thought that after Dallas, and here we are. So
and just to piss everybody off that's still watching this video, Lucas Havriskas, the Packers kicker, was signed to the Packers 8 days ago. Since then, he's 7 out of 7 on kicks, and he made a 61-yard field goal yesterday.
Was available when the Giants needed a kicker.
Oh, Andrew Connell. Not just available. The Giants worked him out as well with Younghoe Koo, and they signed Younghoe Koo to just be the backup to Jude McAdamy.
Who wasn't good enough, yeah, who's not better than Jude McAdamy, apparently. That's another thing is, like, how bad is he in practice that he's not better than a guy who has missed 3 extra points in 2 games? Oh. Jeez.
Unreal, man. You just...
Anytime you have to play, you can play an international pathway player program, you have to do it.
Unreal. All righty, there you go. Shane Bowen, still your defensive coordinator. I hope that made all your doomsday of a Monday that much better. We'll be live on the channel Monday evening, so subscribe. We'll see you later.